Is a guide to surviving Ancient Domains of Mysteries roguelike mode, and I'm your host, Ziegander. So, I know it's been a few days since my last upload, I'm sorry about that, but give me just a few minutes and we'll get back into the game. Set up to view myself on stream. Should be muted, or, well, yeah. There we go. And I can see chat. Alright, where were we? Ziegander, the Dwarven Fighter, I believe was roughly ready to go check out the Tomb of the High Kings. Let's see. I'm in random 1. I'm in the Moldy Dungeon, okay. Did I get the book? I believe I got the Librum, but it's been too long. Yeah, it got ruined. Okay, so in the last episode, I was telling you guys that you should go get the Tome of Donors, but this character has waited too long. Don't wait. If you think you can survive that stone golem, if you think you can outrun it, or any of the various means of defeating it, or what have you, especially if you're a spellcaster, you can probably just destroy the stone golem without too much trouble. But it's a fantastic item that will give your character a lot more longevity. For some reason, there's no sound. There we go. No sound in the game. We got it fixed. As I was saying, the Tome of Donors is a fantastic item that will help give your character a bit more longevity throughout the game. It does that by being able to grant you any special intrinsic characteristic. Those can be, well, not any, I don't think. I don't think it can grant you immunity to elements, but it can grant you elemental resistances, it can grant you resistances to negative statuses. Right now, I'm just waiting until the blindness wears off. Pressing 5, a whole bunch. So it can grant you, like, confusion resistance, it can grant you stun resistance, it can grant you paralyzation resistance. Some of this stuff isn't hugely important for the early game, but it is an artifact that you have to get early on, or you'll miss it, obviously, like Ziegander did. So, if you think you can get it, definitely drive for the Moldy Dungeon as soon as you can. We had to wait a bit longer because we needed to get a climbing kit, so unfortunately that just wasn't going to happen. Let me see, have we done... We haven't done the pyramid on this character yet. I do have a staff of sensing traps. And I believe I've read the scroll inviting us to the pyramid. Yeah, we got the papyrus scroll. So actually, before we do anything to go after the tome, or not the tome, the Tomb of the High Kings, we ought to probably go after the pyramid first. This is where, this is where the game really opens up. We gotta take out these hobgoblins, unfortunately. There's a lot of stuff you can do, and not a lot of stuff that you have to do at this stage in the game. Wow, we gotta fight this one too. Shields improved. That's nice. Those hobgoblins must not be very filling. Let's press Q to view our quest log. So, Thrundar wants us to go investigate the animated forest. I don't recommend doing that right now. He also wants us to go to the graveyard where Griff Bloodaxe is lying. You could do that. I think it might be smarter isn't necessarily the right word. It might be more prudent to go and do the pyramid first. Let's see. Ancient Dwarf asked you to free the Spirit of Griff Bloodaxe. That's part of the same quest. And slay the evil sorcerer. All part of the same quest here. We've got the puppy cave that we could go do. And that might not be a bad idea. I can't remember if this character has done the puppy cave at all. If we don't, that's a good way to get acid resistance. Eating the ants can give you acid resistance. And there's always going to be an anthill in the puppy cave. But other stuff that you can do, pyramid, you can go do the graveyard of Griff Bloodaxe. You can go try to find the Tomb of the High Kings. Again, as I said, I don't really recommend it. There is also... Oh. We don't have the Wand of Teleport. So, you can also get the Wand of Teleportation. Now, normally you would need to do the pyramid first, again, to do the Wand of Teleportation. But this character... Oh no, this character doesn't have a pickaxe, does he? If you happen to find a pickaxe before doing the pyramid, you can go get the scroll or the Wand of Teleportation. Not right away. It's not really a hard dungeon, but you can go get it really, like if you're level like 8, 9, or 10, you shouldn't have any problems in the cave to get the Wand of Teleportation. But there is a guaranteed climbing set and a guaranteed pickaxe in the pyramid. Another reason why I recommend doing the pyramid before going to do the graveyard of Griff Bloodaxe is because part of the rewards for completing the pyramid is an enchanted amulet that gives you luck, and it blesses you. And since there's going to be so many undead at the graveyard, undead that can drain your stats or paralyze you, just a lot of bad time can be had if you go do the graveyard without as much kind of protection as you can get. And the boss of the graveyard is just a bit harder than the pyramid, so it can be good to build up your levels and your equipment from the pyramid before going to do the graveyard. Now, we don't have a great way of dealing with traps. We do have detect traps at 40, and that's going to be a big help, but we also have that staff. If you happen to be a class that has detect traps and like a staff of trap detection, you're probably good to go ahead and do the pyramid right around level 13, 14. If you're a little bit scared and as a new player, I don't know why you wouldn't be, because the pyramid's super dangerous. You can go ahead and find somewhere... Not here, not a sinister dungeon. Find somewhere maybe to level up until about 14. I think for me, I'm going to go ahead... Do we have a bunch of stuff to sell? We do have some stuff to sell. This could also be a chance to go try and find the High Mountain Village. Again, I can't really remember if this character found the downstairs in the small cave. Why don't we go check that out, and if we haven't, then I'll go level up. Ooh, a lone Hydra. Probably not a good idea to face as a warrior at this stage in the game. Oof, Hydra can deal a lot of damage. Remember, as long as you're not right next to the enemy, you can run away. So go ahead and flee from any lone Hydras that you run into until you get a bit stronger. They're not crazy hard to kill, but they do deal quite a bit of damage. A lot of random wilderness encounters. So this is the graveyard. We're going to avoid that for now. Oh, I haven't spent any time in the Infinite Dungeon yet on this playthrough. Well, I guess I'll have to explain what the Infinite Dungeon is. That was a pretty lame outlaw band. first we'll check on the small cave. I know we went to it. Did we get anywhere? It looks like we found the downstairs, but they're quite a ways away. It might be best to wait on doing this until you have the wand of teleportation. I think if this were just a regular playthrough, I would probably try to go ahead and get there if this were me. But if I were a new character or a new-ish player to this game, I would not do it. And I wouldn't recommend necessarily you give that a try, because you could lose all your progress. So instead, so many random encounters. What we're going to do instead is go to the infinite dungeon, which I'm surprised that I haven't shown off in this game at all, or in this tutorial, I should say. The infinite dungeon is just down here, and as a new player, you're likely to have found this already. I kind of wish I could pick all these up. Usually there's a good chance of orcish weapons being good. You've likely already found this already. It's just south a little bit of whatever dungeon that you produced, whether it is the village dungeon or the druid dungeon. We must have gone for the village dungeon on this character. Or wait, are we what class are we? We're a fighter. Okay, yeah, we must have gone for the village dungeon for healing then. Infinite dungeon. These caverns seem to be almost endless. That's because they pretty much are. I'll show you kind of what the gimmick to this dungeon is. Wow, dark room already, huh? Stay fed, everyone. What's up, Toby? Got a viewer on Twitch. Getting back to my YouTube series. It's been a few days since I recorded a video, so... Looks like we're gonna have to go... Let's check and see if there's any more doors off this dark room. There are not. We gotta go through this locked door. We don't have to, but I'm going to just so I can show you. Oh, is Twitch chat being recorded? Yeah, it is. Usually I turn that off. Thanks, Toby. Oh, usually I turn my face off, too. Sloppy. What am I doing? This is why I usually avoid breaking those doors down, because it's very... Oh, angry whales and hoots greet you. It's very likely that they're going to be trapped. Angry whales and hoots are goblins. So we stumbled upon a goblin tension room. No big deal. Just take them down. You don't have to play around with locked doors in the infinite dungeon, but I haven't really gotten to the point where I can show you why that is. So I'm kicking them down. Until I can show you the gimmick behind the infinite dungeon. Just in case you don't know. I mean, like I said, as a new player, it's highly likely that you have already found this. But okay, here's the stairs down. Oh, I fell down the stairs. I'm carrying too much stuff. Caverns seem to be almost seem to be endless. So now we can keep exploring, and the caverns really, the infinite dungeon really has like infinite floors. You can keep going down and down and down. Once you reach 10 floors down, you'll start to take background corruption. But you can just keep going down and down, and the enemies will get harder and harder, etc., etc. But, oh, now that rat's angry. There we go. But if I go back to level 1, you can see it's completely unexplored already. Or completely unexplored again. Not only that, it's completely different and completely populated by new enemies, and there's new items that might be lying on the ground. If I go back over to level 2, it's unexplored again. It's completely different. You can see now clearly the layout of this floor has changed drastically. And so you can just keep doing that in the Infinite Dungeon. You can bounce back and forth between levels. It's a good way to find spellbooks, for example, if you're a caster. That's a mixed tension room. It's not too dangerous, so we're going to just back up a little bit, though, and face things one at a time. We'll go ahead and eat the gargantuan rat. Probably shouldn't do that right in front of a doppelganger, but we're protected enough that it's not that big of a deal. Alright, back up. I'm going to go back to aggressive. There's our doppelganger again. I always go to berserk or very aggressive against doppelgangers because I want to kill them as fast as I can. When you have this much defense and this much offense, regular doppelgangers like that aren't that scary. You do want to check to see if it's a doppelganger or a greater doppelganger. At the level we are, you could run into a greater doppelganger, and that would probably be very scary. You can probably handle one, but it could also potentially kill you. So, greater doppelganger bad, regular doppelganger totally fine. Just gonna keep coaxing them out into the hallway here. Careful with those floating eyes, too. I should have checked to see if that was something that could paralyze me. But I didn't. The monsters seem to be a little hesitant to join me out in the hallway, so I'll go ahead and take care of them down here. I guess that's fine. I always pick up gloves and, like, daggers, light things like that. Gloves have a chance to be really good gloves of the fencer, or fencing gloves, or whatever they're called. Daggers have a chance to be really good items called bloody daggers. They don't weigh much, so you might as well pick them up and just see. So we're level 14 now. Now that we're level 14, I'll go ahead and leave, and we'll go ahead and tackle the pyramid. We should be fine in the pyramid. Healing is at 80. I'm going to try to find weakness to 80. 75 isn't bad. The cursed scroll in your backpack suddenly crackles with black energies. The runes contained on it seem to shift like writhing snakes. A sense of urgency floods you. So I'll show you what that means once I'm done with this tension room. It's nothing that important, it's just kind of silly. Oh, we gotta take care of this guy because he's summoning all these spiders. I think that's it for the tension room then. Yeah, alright, let's go ahead and leave. If you read the papyrus scroll again, it has a new message. I am still waiting for you. Visit my palace in the ancient pyramid for a meeting. Come as soon as possible. My patience is limited. So you will continue to get that message up to, I think, level 16. Every time you level up, you'll continue to get new messages, I should say, where Rehetep's patience continues to wane. You cannot enter the pyramid. It's either beyond level 16 or beyond level 17. I can't remember which off the top of my head right now, but the pyramid quest does have a time limit. And you do want to complete it because the reward you get, that amulet that makes you lucky and blesses you, is so good that it's like borderline. I don't want to call it necessary to win the game, but it's so good that it's borderline necessary to win the game. If that saber had been an odd weight, 30 is a normal weight for a saber, but if that saber had been, say, 22 stones, or even lighter, perhaps, I would have picked it up, even though I'm already strained. Toby on Twitch is saying up to 16. So yeah, I was right the first time, I just wasn't 100% sure. So if you're level 17, you cannot complete the pyramid. Again, it's not necessary. It's a completely optional side quest. But the reward is so good. It would be really unfortunate, let's say, if you missed that window. You don't have to, like, completely start a new character, but it would be something you'd be sad to miss. Now, where the heck are my downstairs? Or my upstairs. Oh, ogre. Don't melee with a gelatinous cube. What do we have as a ranged? 6 arrows? I'm gonna go very aggressive for this. There we go. Secret, yep. Oof. I'm gonna go very aggressive for this. Don't melee with an Eye of Destruction either. Now, we're hungry, so I'm gonna eat some cooked lizards. Go pick up my arrow. Oh boy. Game really doesn't want me to leave the infinite dungeon. Where are my stairs? Seriously though. That's down to level 2. That's gotta be in the darkness over here somewhere. Alright. Whoops. We missed it a while ago. That's why I hate dark rooms. Okay, so the stairs are probably just like... I expected them to be in that room. There we go. Okay. Now, I am kind of carrying quite a lot of stuff. There could be a lot of goodies in the pyramid. There's kind of an equal chance of there being hardly anything but the reward. Tempted to just go ahead and press through. Oh, we're carrying the strange item. That's... I'm actually gonna go Here's a little trick, too, that I've just recently started to pick up. If you go to the Caves of Chaos, and just if you want to be even extra sure, but you don't have to, close the door, close the first door, drop stuff on level 1 of the Caves of Chaos on the stairs. Just drop anything you don't want to carry around. And I'm going to drop quite a lot of stuff, actually, because the pyramid is filled with traps. Filled. And it's highly likely that a lot of my stuff is going to get destroyed going through this dungeon, unfortunately. Drop anything you really don't want to get destroyed. Let's drop the strange items, because they're multiplying and increasing our strainedness. Now, we don't know what this blanket is. It could be a fireproof blanket, in which case that'd be amazing. But we don't have a scroll of identify. Oh, I have 2, actually. I could... Before I do this, actually, let's go ahead and... This scroll of identify... where are they? I can use it to identify one item. It will... For example, if I use it on this opal ring, it'll tell me what it actually does. Or I can dip the scrolls of identify by pressing E. It'll bring up this menu. Dip all of them into a potion. I can dip them into holy water. And now those scrolls of identify are blessed scrolls of identify. And if I read one of those, it will identify everything in my inventory and that I'm equipped with. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. You suddenly understand the function of all your items. I'm pretty sure we already knew what all of our stuff was. Yeah. But now we were carrying around Gauntlets of Peace. They're an artifact, I think. They may not... No, they're not an artifact. There is an artifact version of them. They give you minus 15 to melee attack and minus 15 to ranged attack. Usually they give you better protection than this, but as you can see, they're not worth it. But let's see what else we were carrying around. Plain leather boots. We have an adamantium broadsword. That's not bad, actually. It's a pretty good weapon. It's no rust-proof battle axe of mayhem, but it's not bad. Let's see what else. What else? So we had a plain blanket. We have a ring of stun resistance and a ring of damage. A ring of damage could be pretty good. Any decent potions carrying around? Potential beauty will increase my potential appearance score. That's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. Defense will increase the defense value of a piece of armor that you're wearing. Take off everything but one piece of armor before you use it, but otherwise it's not a bad item. They make scrolls of protection as well that I would consider better. You want to bless them both before using. Magic mapping is really good. That will reveal the contents of an entire level of a dungeon. And then what else? Increase melee damage. Same as the defense protection. You want to remove all your equipment, and then this will increase the damage of a weapon. That's pretty good, actually. What else do we have? That was it. Okay. So unfortunately our blanket was a plain blanket. It is not fireproof, so we're going to go ahead and get back to dropping a bunch of stuff. And then I will... I'll go ahead and complete the pyramid. I noticed we've already been streaming for about 30 minutes on this episode. Sorry guys, we didn't really get a whole lot done as far as like tutorial, but we'll at least be able to finish the pyramid. Normally I would equip a ring of damage, but we've got a ring of acid resistance and a ring of fire resistance. I think that's a good idea to wear heading into the pyramid. And then, as far as potions and wands go, I think I'm going to drop everything but that wand of acid. The wand of acid will come in handy. I'll keep the blessed potion of healing. I'll drop the booze. I'll drop the invisibility. I'm going to drop, I think, everything else, just because I'm afraid they might get broken by traps. Scrolls have a huge chance of getting burned or ruined by water. So go ahead and drop all of those here. Books as well. The Librum's already ruined, so it kind of doesn't matter, but still I'm going to drop it. And that will be all we drop for now. So then you can leave that there. If you're not in the dungeon, time does not pass in the dungeon. So while we're still burdened, nothing's going to pick that stuff up. The only way it would have a chance to pick that stuff up is if you went back in that dungeon, opened that door, and started wandering around. If a monster happened to spawn in there, it might pick it all up. But if you're not in there, it's safe. So that's a cool little trick. So now we are in the pyramid. You enter an ancient labyrinth. I'm just going to search. Looks like there's no traps right next to us. That's good. You can kind of search around. See, there's a water trap. As a dwarf, you can search around and just see if you find anything. Maybe do it 3 times or so per square, just to be safe. You'll also find a lot of secret passages. I'm just going to let you know right now, you could wander around this first level. The first level's very large. You could wander around this for a long time, but, or well, no, we will. I was going to say, if you just want to complete it, you want to head over to the top left. But the pickaxe and the climbing tools are over here on the right somewhere. So let's go ahead and try to find those. Oof, don't do that when a specter shows up. And a greater mummy is actually kind of scary too. We should be fine, but let me see if I have any other equipment that might make it better. Blessing your weapon. We already did it with this one, but if you haven't blessed your weapon before you go into the pyramid, blessing it is a good idea. There's a lot of undead in the pyramid, and blessed weapons deal extra damage to undead. Oh, I forgot to search. Search for traps. Another specter. Now, our prize is somewhere over here, probably. That's a stone block trap. I don't really care. There we go. Secret passage. When you find a secret passage like that opens up a long hallway, you generally have found something that you're after. Search again, and that's going to be this bundle here. Is going to have the pickaxe, climbing tools, and some thief's tools. It's also going to be sitting on a trap. It's just a spear trap, it looks like, but just to be safe, especially like if you aren't a dwarf or you don't have the ability to detect traps, kick them 1 square away. Pardon the military jet. Kick them 1 square away. It's kind of a problem if this... Wow. Very loud jet. It's kind of a problem if this is like a explosive fire trap, because that can still destroy the stuff. Luckily, it's just a spear trap, so we can just walk over it, no problem, pick everything up. The thieves' picks aren't really going to do you any good, but they only weigh 5 stones, and you can sell them, so you might as well pick them up. The pickaxe, however, is excellent, because you can dig through walls. Not all walls, and not the walls of the pyramid, but there you go. Now we're safe to head back through the route that we've already searched everything. And we can go try to find the stairs up to level 2 of the pyramid. Head northwest as quick as you can, as directly as you can. That's a fireball trap. That's what you don't want the pickaxe and the climbing tools to be sitting on top of. Hungry, go ahead and eat your cooked lizards. I would say this is probably where we want to go. I'm not sure if this is. Oh, okay. We stepped on a blinding trap, but we found an acid trap. Oof, fell into a pit. That's okay. Alright, and now we've found where we want to go. Just keep searching. You'll identify, or you'll uncover a big hallway like this. This hallway is generally filled with traps, so go ahead and search a lot. We found a teleportation trap, but we sidestepped it. We found the pit, but we fell into it anyway. Stone block trap, that's fine. Another pit. I knew there was a trap there. There's always going to be a ton of traps here. Sometimes you won't find any traps. Our detect traps is only 42. So sometimes you won't find any, and that could be trouble. There's also an area down here that tends to have some treasure, but it's not always good treasure. That's why I say you want to head northwest as much as you can, as directly as you can. Technically, this is still northwest, but you want to be like in the corner. That's where you're going to find your stairs. The area down there is also filled with traps, and you'd want to maybe use the Staff of Trap Detection if you have it, to deal with that area. And now your path to the top floor is going to be over in this general direction somewhere, so we're going to head over to the east. We've got a jackalware to take care of, and then his army of jackals. Go ahead and pick up that blue gem. I'll eat a jackal too while we're here. Might be nothing here, actually. We might have to... Yep. Looks like we gotta go this way instead. Fireball trap. Try to avoid that. I was hoping maybe the mummies would trigger it, but maybe they can't. A 12-stone ingot is likely... mithril, I want to say? Oh, I should have searched first. All of these pit traps, and I'm not finding them. Oh wait, was this a fireball trap? A corruption trap, yikes. We got 2 pairs of clothes over there. Mummies can make you sick. That can be a really bad thing. If you had any Curaria herbs, Curaria mancox is what it's called, that will remove disease. I doubt it does if they're cursed, though. Oh, geez, see? Luckily, we've gotten this far without anything bad happening to our gear. That was the first thing. Strange wrapping is armor. It's not very good armor, but at least not the kind dropped by the regular mummies. Our metal cap rusted, but it didn't do anything bad to it, so that's okay. In fact, it's not even rusty. That's weird. Did it... wait. Oh, wow. This one rusted. That's okay. That's fine. Probably have to go up here. There's not a lot of secret doors on the level, on the second floor. Oh, man. Huge fireball that we didn't detect. Luckily, it didn't damage our gear, and we're resistant to fire, so that did almost no damage. Man, we gotta go up here now. Okay. There's our secret door. Stone block trap, a teleport trap, a blind trap, a corruption trap. I think we found our way, guys. We'll see. Nothing's revealed itself. There we go. Again, the path is littered with traps. And now, just be sure that you're ready before you go up to face this next level. This is where the boss is going to be. So, I think we're ready. We've got what? We've got the Wand of Acid. We'll probably be fine with just the Wand of Acid. We've got a Blessed Potion of Healing. That's not going to heal a lot, but we should be okay. We do have a Necklace of Rapid Healing. Fire and Acid Resistance. I think we're good. Go ahead and go upstairs. It's filled with difficult monsters. These lightning lizards over here are a little bit of a problem. You enter an ancient large chamber full of runes. Always take stock of what you're going to have to fight in here. There's just a regular specter. There's a skeleton warrior who's a little tougher than normal. There's a troll berserker who's kind of tough. This stone statue can breathe fire, and that can destroy our gear. So really, the things that I'm most worried about in here are the lightning lizards, because they can breathe lightning, and the stone giant, because it can breathe fire. The rattling fencer could prove annoying because it can disarm us, but it's otherwise relatively weak. This chaos dwarf could also be a little tough. I can't remember fighting one at level 14 before, but I don't think it would be much tougher, if even as tough, as the troll berserker, which I'm not worried about. And then up here, you can't see him yet, is Rehetep, the boss, who drops us some important items that we want to put on before we go deal with the Graveyard of Griff Bloodaxe. So if you press space, the game will progress. Suddenly the stairs beneath your feet are covered by a huge stone block. In the distance, a part of the floor slides away, revealing another stairway. That doesn't seem to have happened, but it should be okay. Maybe it's up here behind Rehetep. No? Well, I don't know where our stairs out of... Oh, here it is. Okay. Keep in mind, you don't have to kill anything up here but Rehetep, and you want to kill Rehetep and loot his body. If you've killed Rehetep and looted him, then you can head down the stairs. The monsters up here will not follow you. I'm not sure why, but they won't. None of them. Even if they're right next to you, they won't follow you down the stairs. A popular strategy for this is I could have taken the potions. I had potions of invisibility. I could have taken those in here. I was kind of worried they were going to get broken, though. We would have been safe. A kind of a popular strategy is to come in here, immediately turn invisible, because as you can see, nothing knows I'm here yet. And then you can kind of wander over and deal with the enemies that you're most afraid of. I think we're fine here. I'm going to go ahead and head to the left. I am going to move back some, though. So as you can see, we've only gained the notice of one of the lizards for now. Now, we are going to gain the notice of most everything else here soon. As soon as I attack, Rehetep will notice me. And then once Rehetep notices you, everyone notices you, but I'm going to wait over here. Alright, I'm going to try to take out this lightning lizard as fast as I can. Greetings, hero. Permit us to welcome thee in our chambers. We have waited a long time for thee to arrive. Sorry, he rasps in a thundering voice. I can't rasp and thunder at the same time, though, so this is what you're going to get. Thy skin will make a nice new wrapping worthy of us. Prepare to release the rights to thy skin. So, as you can see, everything knows that we're here now. Oof. We're in a bad spot with these lightning lizards here. I'm going to go back to aggressive and get away from the wall. Ugh. The lightning lizard can bounce the lightning That could be a problem. We've got to deal with these lightning lizards, though. I'm gonna go to very aggressive. Oof. Man, maybe we weren't prepared for this at all. In this case, I was gonna save the Wands of Acid for Rehetep, but we could be in a lot of trouble, actually. I didn't remember lightning lizards being quite so durable in melee. Am I coward already? Let's go coward. It'd be nice if I could line up the lightning lizards, but I doubt the game's gonna be that nice to me. See, now they're gonna line up, but not in the way I want them to. Okay. Let's see how they do against acid. Maybe I can line up Rehetep with the other lightning lizard. That would be very convenient. It's looking like a no on that. Maybe I can take him out in one hit? There we go. Okay. Now let's go ahead and go aggressive. Deal with our mummy problem. Okay, the Dwarven Chaos Knight can punch through our armor fairly well. Oh boy. I don't want Mr. Rat to disarm me. I'm gonna go ahead and take off my axe for now. Go coward. Try to line up some monsters here, including Rehetep. There we go. This should take out the Rattling Duelist and hurt Rehetep a lot. It's not going to kill him. Well, it didn't even hurt him. This is an incredibly lucky find. Those boots with the wings on them are 7 League boots. You definitely want to pick those up. And we can go ahead and put our axe back on too. Alright, let's again try to line up some enemies here. Of course Rehetep would run away now. He's going to try to head us off at the pass. He didn't make it. Well, now we're in a bit of a trouble because that didn't do much of anything to the monsters. That's okay though. The mummies aren't that scary. I'm going to take out this Chaos Knight before he can hit us really hard again. Alright, let's go back to coward mode. Or maybe we can go ahead and let's see how we do against Rehetep in melee. Could be risky. Actually, I'm going to go coward and drink our Blessed Potion of Healing. Yeah, only 10, unfortunately. Now let's go aggressive. We seem to be handling him in melee just fine. Normally, I would try to take out the monsters in here. But since we're already being pretty overwhelmed, let's grab his items and get out of here. Do take out the Jackal Demons, because I think they can summon just like Jackal Wares, but... And also just to get them out of your way. And then try to get out of here without getting your gear destroyed by Mr. Fire Breath. And then you can just go downstairs, and as you can see, they don't follow you. Again, I'm not sure why. Go ahead and put on the Ankh immediately. It makes you lucky, it makes you Fate Smiles. Those are both intrinsic that just improve the internal dice rolls of the game in your favor. And it also increases your defense. Maybe not your defense, but at least your protection by 2. I think it increases your defense as well, though. Let's go normal. Take it off. We have 31 and 23. If I put it on, we have 33 and 25. Yeah, so it's defense and protection plus 2, lucky and Fate Smiles. It's an incredible item that you can just wear the entire game. At this stage in the game, you're going to probably want to wear it more often than the Blessed Necklace of Rapid Healing, although this is also an incredible item that you can carry throughout the game. The Worn Boots, however, I hope we don't trigger any traps on the way out of here that destroy them, because they're insanely good. Let me see if I can, I think I have, oh, I don't have Holy Water right now, unfortunately. Oh, we had Burning Hands. I don't know how we got that. You can use, if you happen to have Burning Hands, it's incredibly effective against mummies, especially Rehetep. You can one-shot Rehetep with this. I'm not sure how we got that. It must have been through a Wand of Wonder or something. You want to bless these 7 League Boots, but I just want to show you what they do. Stats-wise, they're not going to look crazy. 7 League Boots, 1 defense, no protection. But let me take them off and put the heavy boots back on. And let me go up here. The dynamic display, this is my speed. I want to see the energy cost of my last action. So moving costs me 1,000 energy, normally. If I put the 7 League Boots on, even unblessed, and I move, now it only costs me 900 energy. If I bless them, movement will cost me, I think, 750 energy. So that means movement costs me 25% less energy. Essentially, 1 in every 4 moves, I get to move twice, essentially. Or I get to move for free. You can look at it either way. So that, without giving me an inherent boost to speed, just makes me 25% faster. If you bless them. Right now I'm 10% faster. I'm going to take them back off and put the heavy boots on for now until I can bless them. Hopefully we don't trigger another trap on the way out of here. Usually once you know where the traps are, you don't trigger them, but it's not foolproof. With the Ankh on, that drastically improves our chances of not triggering the traps, but we'll see. See, we just triggered that blind trap. I'm gonna wait until, there we go. Alright. Wait until you're not blind. Don't go wandering through the pyramid blind. We just triggered that pit trap too. So luck is not on our side. We gotta walk over. That's a teleport trap. That's okay. I don't remember if this character has teleport control. I think I do. Oh, I don't. Okay. That's alright too. I thought I went over teleport control with this character, but now we're out. We haven't triggered any traps. We are 53 minutes in, so I will bring this episode to a close soon. But let's go ahead and go bless the 7 League Boots. 7 League Boots also make overland travel much faster, so you get hungrier less often when you're traveling in the overworld. So that's incredible too. Pick everything up. And let's go ahead and bless those 7 League Boots. So D, dip into a potion. I've got Holy Water here. Now we've got blessed 7 League Boots. And now moving cost me 751 for whatever reason. Maybe because I'm strained. But that's still incredible. What you want to do probably when you can. We have a scroll of defense, for example. You want to increase the stats on this as much as you can. The higher your defense and protection on an item also makes it less vulnerable to being destroyed. So right now it's kind of vulnerable to being destroyed, but if we can increase its defense and protection value, not only do we want to do that because we want to wear these as often as we can, it makes it more difficult to destroy by those fire breath or lightning breath or traps or what have you. Being blessed also helps with that too, but you want to have the extra insurance. So I know we already have a scroll of defense. I'm going to go ahead and take everything off. Oh, the short bow is cursed. That should be okay. And then we've got more holy water, so I'm going to go ahead and bless the scroll of defense as well. And then let's read the scroll of defense. Your 7 league boots glow in a light blue light. And wow, so that could have increased the defense by like 2 or 3, I think. We got pretty unlucky there that it only increased it by 1, but that's okay. Every little bit counts. Now this strange wrapping that we picked up off of Rehetep is different from the ones that the regular mummies will drop. This strange wrapping is an artifact, and I'll show you what it is in a moment. Let me just get all my other stuff back on. Don't put on the gauntlets of peace. Don't do it. They're cursed. And now I'll go ahead, I'm going to leave the acid resistance on. I think... No, I'll put fire resistance on. And then, how many holy waters do I have left? I think I only have 1. But I have other water to make holy water out of. I'm going to go ahead and bless the Ring of Damage. And then let me just show you. Right now, we are normal aggressive tactics. Let's go normal. My damage is 3d6 plus 18. If I wear the Ring of Damage, the Blessed Ring of Damage... Oh, and you want to wear it on your right hand. I don't know why, but numerical rings like that tend to give a better bonus on the right hand. Left hand, resistance is resistance. You can't have worse resistance. Now, 3d6 plus 18. If I put the Blessed Ring of Damage on, it goes up by 6. That's quite a lot of damage. So... And we'll put the blessed thick gauntlets back on. And I think we are good. Now, the strange wrapping. Do I have any scrolls of Identify left? It'd be nice if I had a scroll. I have a blessed scroll of Identify. If I had a scroll of Great Identify, that would be nice. Let's see. I want to say that the shopkeep in Dwarftown... Oh god, I don't remember. The shopkeep in Dwarftown had a scroll of Great Identify. I'm not 100% sure on this character. I've been playing a lot of characters lately. I believe this is the statue that can bless us. Yeah, let's go ahead and get blessed a few times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take care of the pixie archer. Oh god, I forgot about all of the green slimes. I'm pretty sure green slimes are safe to attack in melee. Unfortunately, they're all non-hostile, and it would murder our lawful alignment if we tried to take care of them all in melee. Oh, they're like little scrubbing bubbles. They're just making it... They're taking over the big room and making it difficult for other monsters to spawn in here. Which is fine, I guess, but annoying and kind of a problem. Someone on Twitch is just saying it's alright on alignment. It might be fine because the green slimes are mindless and neutral. Let's see what happens. I guess let's start taking them out. Normally attacking non-hostile creatures is a chaotic act, but let's just see what happens. Green slimes are safe to attack in melee. They don't corrode or rust your weapons. Like I've said in previous episodes, only the yellow slimes and gray slimes and stone oozes, I think they're called. Oh, now they're getting aggressive. So yeah, our weapon would have already taken damage if it was going to. So this seems fine. Our alignment hasn't taken any hit. Toby, what do you mean they're uncaring? Do the gods are uncaring, or the slime is uncaring? That's an important distinction to make when you're talking about stuff that's going to mess with your alignment. If the gods don't care, then you're fine. If the gods do care, then you could be in trouble. If you look at them, they say uncaring instead of friendly. Yeah, I mean, I knew they're not friendly because they're gray around the health bar. Uncaring is A-OK to kill. Are you sure about that? It's still going to take a million years to kill all of these slimes, because they've been duplicating for I don't even know how long. But I would think if our alignment was going to go down because we were killing these slimes, it would have done so already. I mean, we've smashed a ton of them. So many slimes. Alright, let's go. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Head to Dwarf Town. You can press L and then spacebar on an... Oh, wait. Yeah. So this monster's uncaring too. Now, Toby on Twitch is saying he's 100% sure that killing or attacking uncaring monsters is not an alignment drop. I don't know. I'm still leery about that. I could have sworn, especially like humanoids like that, this Hill Orc Sergeant's also uncaring. I could have sworn that that was considered a chaotic act. With the slimes, that definitely seems to be the case, that it's fine. What is this? Oh, Troll Bard. Soirana, nice. Soirana is a... I don't know if Soirana still plays the game, but an old guard of Ancient Domains of Mystery. Playing this game for a long time. Can we pick this up? And this? Ooh, we're Strange Plus. That's okay, though. And get out of my way, caveman. Should just be one more flight. I don't know why, as a dwarf, we had Dwarf Town appear at dungeon level 11 when my last two non-dwarf characters have gotten it at dungeon level 9. You would think dwarves would get the no corruption Dwarf Town. He's already got a pair of gauntlets apiece. Well, you can have another one. Now, I don't know if there was anything that we wanted to check the item status of, but I guess we'll find out. Strange wrapping, sure. Climbing set, yeah. And that's about it. The climbing set is blessed, that's awesome. The strange wrapping is uncursed, so that's fine. Pick everything up. And I can at least put, well, let me see. Get out of the way, priest. Get out of the way, buddy. Thank you. I'll at least see if he has a scroll of great identify. What is this? Magic mapping. Magic mapping is good, but I was hoping he had a scroll of great identify. Dang it, he does not. Oh well. Let me go ahead, get out of my way, everyone. Let me go ahead and put on the strange wrappings for you. So we've got uncursed ancient mummy wrappings, 1 to defense, 5 to protection, -8 to appearance. The hit to appearance is not really a big deal. A couple important things that the mummy wrapping gives you though. Immunity to cold, and also see invisibility. Right now, that also happens to be the exact same defense of the armor we were wearing. The only reason you wouldn't wear it all the time is because it's an artifact. The Ankh is also an artifact. The 7 League boots, happily, are not, so you can wear them as much as you want. Just caution, you don't want them to break. It's not going to be the end of the world if they do, but they're so good, you want to try to protect them at all costs. Maybe not all costs, but try to protect them. Now, equipping artifacts like the Ankh and the Ancient Mummy Wrapping increase your hunger for every artifact you're wearing. So, compared to normal, we've got 2 increases to our hunger that will make us need to eat food faster than normal. With the cooked lizards in the arena, not that big of a deal, but still something to keep in mind. Now we are very well equipped to take on the graveyard, but I'll do that in the next episode. Let's go ahead and drop a bunch of stuff like these metal caps. I'm going to keep the chainmail as backup armor. I always keep a backup. We've got better regular gauntlets there than the thick gauntlets we're wearing, so I'm going to keep those. You can have the cursed gauntlets of peace. Keep that mithril girdle as a backup. I'll keep those +3 defense leather boots as a backup. And then what do we have here? Death ray resistance, petrification resistance, necklace of the eye. I guess we'll keep all of those. You never know when they're going to come in handy. I also don't even know what a necklace of the eye does, so I'm curious. Great Identify would tell us. Great Identify tells you all of the properties of the item. So the Necklace of the Eye doesn't have any numerical bonuses for like an Identify scroll to tell us. Great Identify would say what it does. Let's go ahead and sell that mithril mace. I'll keep the hatchet. It's 1 damage down, but it's it's an axe, and we've been using axes. Sell the crude knife, the adamantium broadsword. Sell the orcish knife. Keep the pickaxe. Sell one of those short bows. I'll sell the cursed flint and steel. Oh, it looks like, so mithril ingot is 14 stones, so this 12 stone one must be adamantium. We're not going to do smithing with this character, though, so you can go ahead and sell all of that stuff. Like Eternium ore, mithril ingot, cursed sea, strange item. You're never going to use a holy symbol. Uncursed seas, sell the plain blanket, keep all keys, sell the thieves pick, sell that metal ingot, and sell 2 of those seas. You do that by pressing shift and the letter corresponding to it. We're going to keep those rings for now, keep those wands. Oh, we have a Wand of Wonder. That must be how we got Burning Hands. That's cool. What else do we have to sell? Potential beauty. I mean, I'll go ahead and drink it. It doesn't really matter. If you need money, you can sell it, but it's not a big deal. Oh, we have potions of water that I need to transform into holy water. Scrolls. Any scrolls that I don't need? There's a lot of stuff that you're not going to use as a new player, but you might as well keep scrolls because they're so light. I can go ahead and sell the ruined Librum because there's no way to fix it. And the blue gem. Now we did have a couple unidentified items that could be worth something, like that crude knife. But if he's not offering you hundreds of gold for something, just sell it. And we made out with over 6,000 gold. Pretty good haul. Somehow we're still burdened. We really need a proper stash, but for now, the dungeon level 1 stairs is fine. We have really good defense right now. We're aggressive, and we have 35 defense value and 24 protection. That's pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and make an offering of about... We have 25,000 gold. Let's make an offering of... how about 15,000? We are spiritually elated. Mordwin deeply appreciates your gift. I don't really know all of these spiritual mumbo-jumbo, but the more gold you offer, the higher chance, or not higher chance, the more progress you make towards being crowned champion and getting a free artifact and a free elemental resistance and permanent bless status. So just do it. Just offer money until it happens, whenever you have the chance. So that's going to bring this episode to a close, guys. Next episode, we will go get the Wand of Teleportation, since we have a pickaxe now, and then we will tackle the Graveyard of Griff Bloodaxe. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys probably tomorrow. Have a good day.